be ashy, put on some clean clothes. So I decided tonight to go look for love. I got in my Batmobile, which is AKA my car, and drove downtown to the Doubletree. I found myself in this big conference room with 100 women, and I'm pretty sure that I could find love there. But a funny thing happened. The first 10 women said they didn't like dark-skinned, bald-headed men.
That's bullcrap.
The next 10 women said they didn't like men who had been in trouble with the law before. The next 10 women said they didn't like my car, it wasn't luxurious enough. The next 10 women said there was something funny about a man that is very close to his mother's and his daughter's life. And the last 10 women said they didn't have anything to do with poets or poetry. Say what? So I got dismayed, disappointed, was headed on depression, and I decided to leave. And then another funny thing happened. There were 10 women who were so enamored of dark-skinned, bald-headed men. There were another 10 women who said that I was quite respectable, that I was close to my mother, and that I was a good father to my daughter. There was another 10 women who looked at my Chevy Malibu and said, as long as the car goes from A to B, sometimes C and D, it's clean and runs, I'll be happy to ride. There were another 10 women who said, my past was my past. What was I doing with my present, and what were my prospects for the future?
Say that again. That's what I'm talking about.
And then the last 10 women said, I love poets and poetry. Would you recite some? And I did. At the end of the night, when I got back to my Batmobile on the way to go back home, I said, wow, out of 100 women, 50 women like me, 50 women didn't, which gives me an even chance at love. And isn't that all you really want? A fair chance at love? My poem.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bridge over troubled waters, hoping they soon calm. Tear-soaked pages are a manuscript of a book he hopes to publish and soon sell. These are the remembrances of a man from a wayward past staring at the ceiling of a prison cell. During the day, he asked God for forgiveness and then asked him to watch over his brother, his daughter, and his mom. Prayer gets him through the day because he doesn't sleep at night because poetry needs to be released from the pen in his palm. He doesn't sleep at night. He uses God's night light to let the poetry continue. And the men meet clandestine in the dark for sordid reasons, but the metaphor and hyperbole help him ignore what they're getting into. It starts out one, then a few, then several inmates ask him to pen poems for the people in their lives, and what was a hobby to pass time while doing time will become his destiny realized. He is transferred to another hell, simply to a lower level. Because the fire still burns for the sins he committed, he is still surrounded by devils. And his pen becomes dormant because economics are what is stressed by the spouse. And it's ironic that she wants to share money, because eventually they won't share the same house. And the constant conflict causes confusion between the chase for the green paper and the pen's ink. But as any poet knows, poetry is a sweet silent soprano. It calls out to you. So the distance between his fingers and the pen starts to shrink. The day comes when he is no longer a prisoner. Call him a free man. He walks out of hell's gates, sins accounted for, smile on his face, pen in his hand. And a poet is born. My poem.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah!
I just want to get right into it. I don't do a lot of talking doing my thing. I
I'm
apologize
get you.
for my tardiness. I'm from Illinois. This
Right
is
now.
Michigan. I got big stuff.
That's
I
right.
got big stuff.
It happens.
Okay? Let me get to it. Can I do something?
Yes,
Can I do something?
Yeah, I guess.
Stay with me.
He can do it.
Stay with me. Rose, you left me no recourse but to tell you this in front of all these people.
She fan. She fan, ain't
You
she?
left me no recourse.
Uh-oh.
Gone are the days when hope will just fill up your workplace.
You
No
know
longer
what?
at
You
night
know what?
time,
The lady in this video kept walking
and
back.
settling has become out of the question when I put this heart on you.
Chocolate on chocolate.
Well. Damn.
When I put this heart on you, your eyes from your face and your heart, but with always God first, will only see me. We will trek, we will walk, we will run through this journey called life side by side. So do me this favor. Rid yourself of all the hopelessness that has plagued you all this time. Disperse those individuals around you that believe a man of virtue does not exist, because I do. Finally, remove the barrier from your heart that prevents you from reciprocating affection, so that you'll be ready. It's hard. My home. Y'all all right? Yeah. With me? Yeah. Let's do something else, okay? I like chocolate milk. Right now, I believe that chocolate milk helps me keep me more dark-skinned than this. But a long time ago in the 6th grade, it was my favorite thing. I loved chocolate milk. And in the 6th grade, I had no idea what chocolate milk was, but I know I loved it. So my mom, every day, along with my lunch, are 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, an apple or some sort of fruit, a chocolate chip cookie. She would give me 25 cents so I could get my chocolate milk. And lunch for us 6th graders was every day at 12:10 p.m. It was the best class out of all the classes that day. Well, sometimes it was a tie with gym, but if the teacher made us do calisthenics instead of playing dodgeball, it was lunch. Today, lunch. And I met with all the rest of the 6th graders, and we would sit there and laugh and say, oh, it's good, it's almost the day is over with. And then it would happen. He would come. Eric the bully. Eric was a 6th grader like the rest of us, but he had failed the 6th grade twice, so he was bigger and stronger than us. And everything that we had that was our favorite was his favorite. If your favorite was peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it was Eric's favorite. If a chocolate chip cookie was your favorite, it was Eric's favorite. But his all-time favorite was chocolate chip milk. Chocolate milk, you get it. But for the last week, he had picked one 6th grader to terrorize, in particular, me. But today he would not get my chocolate because I figured out that my mom didn't give me a quarter for Eric to drink, so I drink it. 3:14 p.m. Eric is looking over me now, giving me the universal sign that he is going to beat me up at 3:15. I'm looking at the teacher. I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at Eric. It is 3:14 and 56 seconds. Eric gives me the universal sign that he is going to beat me up, and I do something that surprises him and me. I give him the universal sign back. There is no way that I'm going to beat Eric, but I had to do something, because as I told you, Eric has failed the 6th grade twice. He's bigger and stronger than the rest of us. 3:14:57, 3:14:58, right back strap is on, left back on. I get up, 3:14, 3:14, 3:14, 3:15, the bell rings, I'm gone. Already out the door, down 1, 2, 3 flights of stairs, out the door. I have escaped Eric. I have not, because Eric, though he's in the 6th grade, he's failed the 6th grade twice. And he might be the best athlete in the school. So as I hit the door outside of the school, he is 2 steps behind me. I run down Saginaw, heading towards 78th Street. I hit a right on 78th Street, hit a left down the alley. I hit another left to go into Miss Johnson's lawn. She has a giant Doberman pinscher, and he's not chained up today. I barely evade him, and I keep going. I figure Eric will get caught by the Doberman pinscher, beaten up, eaten up, and I'll never have to see him again. But as I told you, Eric has failed the 6th grade twice. He's bigger and stronger and faster than the rest of us, and he might be the best athlete in school. So easily, he jumps right over the Doberman pinscher. He's over the fence. We're running down Saginaw on the straightaway. As in Chicago, our streets are kind of messed up, so the sidewalks match the streets sometimes. This was the case. There's a giant chasm there, and it's rained for the last 5 days, so it's muddy and wet. I evade the chasm and go through the lawn. Eric sees his opportunity to catch me and run straight through it, and the next thing you know, boom! There's a thud. I turn around cautiously, and Eric is laying in the muddy water. It's funny how during these situations there are always a bunch of kids around to laugh and poke fun and scream. This was another one of those cases. But I did not join their laughter, because as Eric and I met gazes, I realized one horrifying fact. Today, I got to drink my chocolate milk. Every day, I will have to run from the bully, my pony.
Dang, man.
Let's have some fun with it, all right?
That's what
I'm
glad the bully failed.
Yeah. Quick plug. This is my book.
Uh-oh.
The book of the mind of a Poetic Unsub. Got some of everything in it. If you're a fan of love poetry, it's got that. Serious and humorous things, you have that. Haiku, cinque, sestinas, all types of styles. I'm a poet, so I can write. So that's all in there. $10. Got a bunch of these and some CDs. Back to the poetry. We have a new addition to our family. His name is Scooter. Scooter is a beagle, and he's just the most adorable thing. Long floppy ears, tail always wagging. He's the color of black on top, brown here, and a creamy white undercoat. And he's all over the place, always biting. He tore up my Bluetooth. It was a $109 Bluetooth, but he tore it up. But I shouldn't have been surprised. It's the sixth one. Anyway, there are times when we don't feed Scooter as much as we should, and they overlap. So we go morning, afternoon, and evening, filling up the bowl. And sometimes he won't eat because he'll rather eat your gyro, eat your steak, eat your potatoes. You get the point. On this one particular day, the bowl was empty, so I filled it up to the top. And Scooter came running to eat. He put one paw here, and he dug his face straight down. And as you know, beagles have a long snout, and his whole snout disappeared inside the bowl. And you could see his face moving, and the ears just flopping, tail just wagging because he's enjoying eating. And all you hear is... few moments, you can hear the remnants disappearing, and then you hear just the lapping of his tongue. And as you know, beagles have a very elongated and wide tongue. So he's lapping up the bowl, and all you hear is... until finally, he raises his head, takes one lip, wipe, and he's done, and he trots away. The reason I tell you this story is simply this. When she is sitting there, and she is shaking uncontrollably, legs draped over my shoulders, awestruck look in her eyes, wondering what has happened to her, I will tell her, I learned from the beagle, my poem.
Which part?
How about this?
My phone.
After learning from the beagle, I came up with my own number, 548.
All right.
And it went something like this. 60 licks swift. 60 licks slowly. 24 circles. 7 figure eights. 30 brushes upon the protrusion. 12 touches upon the basin's floor. 365 alternating clockwise and counterclockwise swirls until finally I drown in 548.
Oh, wow.
We're doing another one. I'm going to do another one. Get on out the way. I know y'all been sitting a long time. I'm going to get on. Thank y'all so much for having me. I love the tribe. I said last time, Little Bay, and I love y'all squad here. Y'all got some good things going on. You know, y'all sports teams got to come up a little bit, but you know.
Don't start.
Too early, bro. Too early.
Right. It's all good. No, it's all good. I love Detroit. Y'all got good people there. Thank you. I'm going to get on out of here with this. How to fit all of this into a 15-minute phone call, because that is all we have. That's what they give you when you're incarcerated. I dialed the numbers, waited for her to accept the call. Even though I was paying for them from my account, she still had to pick up. She heard it was from me, and the exasperated sigh came through the phone. She had been through a lot with me. And so I told her, no, I asked her, wait for me. We are nearing the end of this journey. We only have 45 more days to go at the halfway house. And the halfway house is in downtown Chicago, which is only a couple of miles away from our apartment. I can move around, I can get me a job, I can come and see you at my own volition. No more bars, no more barbed wire, no more searches where you can't bring anything in, no more any of that. 45 more days. And I know it's been a long time, and I appreciate you so much. I appreciate the letters you sent, the cards you sent, the money you put on my books when you didn't even have money a lot of times. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming from your area code to a whole other area code from no other time zone. I appreciate you bringing my mama, bringing my brother, bringing my daughter up there with you. I'm so appreciative. But please, don't give up now. 45 more days, and we'll be together fully. Wait for me. As time progressed, she started to have consternation about our financial situation. And once again, I found myself asking her to wait for me. Hold on as I get myself together. See, I need you to know, since I've been home, I've been at this job next Wednesday 2 years, and I'm up for a promotion. And until I get the promotion, I signed up for mandatory overtime. And besides that, I do taxes for Jackson Hewitt from January to April. And also, I'm a performer in poetry. And I get paid for that, and I sell my books and I sell my CDs. And I also form the corporation with my brother. He's very good at real estate, finding, rehabbing, flipping, renting out buildings, houses. And I'm not doing that for flash brag or letting you know that I'm not getting back into the game anymore. I just want you to be assured that when the bills come in, on time, the bills will get paid. And yes, I drive a bucket, I drive a oopsie, I drive a broke down car. It starts when it's supposed to stop, stops when it's supposed to start. Lights on when they're supposed to be off, you guessed it, off when they're supposed to be on. Hot in the summer, cold in the winter, missing a window. But I'll continue to drive that, and you'll drive the upgrade. So as I continue to work for these people, as I grind and I hustle, I ask you, wait for me. I need you to sometimes hold on as I heal up, because the person before you wasn't like you, and I thank God you aren't like her. Because as you use your mouth and your hands for gentle, soft, soothing, comforting reasons, she was quite lethal with her tongue. She did things with her hands that you aren't supposed to do to somebody you care about or you love. And you come to the poetry sets whether I feature or not, and you knew my rhymes, line for line, because you were there when I rehearsed them. You were there when I wrote them. Matter of fact, you were the reason that I wrote them. And you root for the same teams that I root for. Bears, Bulls, Lakers, White Sox. And you wear the team colors, know all the players. So when you say you love me and you care about me and you see the moment's hesitation, it's not because I don't feel it in my heart. It's just because I'm afraid, because I'm not used to that. So as I heal the lacerations that are on my heart, let these tears dry on my skin and fail, I ask you, wait for me. Since I know I ask a lot of you, but I only ask because you're worthy. And I'm not saying you're worthy as if I'm some sort of egomaniac. I'm saying you're worthy because you're good. You got God all around you. And I'm not saying that because you can quote a few Bible scriptures. I'm not saying that because you go to early morning service, Bible study, and late service. I'm not saying that at all, because everything you say and do, you exude God-like quality. And you're beautiful. Not because I see it with my own eyes. I see men walk down the street, turn their heads, they look at you. Women sometimes, even though they can get a little catty, they look at you and say, ooh, she's beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm asking you to wait for me because I know I'm imperfect. I know I have deficiencies. But as I work to get myself better, my half, to meet with your good half, so we can form one whole. Please, wait for me. My poem. Thank y'all.